Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to a new episode of My Thoughts on. Crazy, isn't it? New episode. I know, this is like the third time I'm doing this, so yeah. Sorry if I didn't have as much enthusiasm. Originally this was supposed to be my thoughts on about the Soul Eater anime, but I decided that would be a better topic with more than just my thoughts. So I'm going to save that for a later date. But I decided to change, instead of throwing this whole idea out completely, I decided to give my thoughts on the newly announced Pokemon games. We have Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Yes, making sure that's right. They are remake versions of the original Game Boy games of Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. They're coming out for the 3DS, right? I read somewhere that they'll be out. Probably, I'm not for sure. It's just what I looked at. In 2014, November of 2014 of this year. So, as the person that actually played one of these games, I might have to get one of them. Now, I started playing Pokemon a while back. The very first Pokemon game I played was Pokemon Yellow version, where you got Pikachu. That was the very first ever Pokemon game I ever played. I just never finished it because I got stuck. So yeah, I know. How can you get stuck in a Pokemon game? I was little. Give me a break. So I moved on to the next game. The next Pokemon game I played of the actual series. I played Pokemon Stadium before, but the actual game series that you can train Pokemon was Pokemon Gold version. That's when my love of Pokemon really started to fly. I picked Typhlosion, and even it's like, yes, when you're a kid, you can grow attached to anything, but it's like if you're my age now, which I'm 21, and you grew up on Pokemon, you probably still have attachments to you can still probably grow attachments to Pokemon. Is it childish? Childish? Yes. Is it wrong? No. Maybe. I don't know. But it's just, I mean, I grew up with Pokemon. And, I mean, you pretty much are going through an entire adventure with these Pokemon. Through the hard times of facing Team Rocket or Plasma or Matt, or just any of the villains of that game. And you're just going through all the bad times, the good times, the beating the Elite Four, the gym leaders. It's just, you're pretty much bonding with a thing of data, but it still feels like it's a real. And that's kind of how it felt to me when I was playing Gold. I grew attached to my Typhlosion, and my Cyndaquil, it evolved into a Typhlosion. It was my first ever Pokemon that I got to level 100, and not by rare candies. That thing was genuine. I can't even say it. Let's just say that it got hard work. That level 100 came through hard work. Not rare candies. But I beat the game, and I just loved it. And I bought Silver, no, either that or Crystal, and I played it, but I got stopped. And that's when I picked up Game Boy Advance. I played, and then Game Boy Advance SP. That's where I played most of my the new Pokemon game that came out that year, which was Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. And then Emerald, I played Sapphire. I had more fun. I would have to say, out of all the Pokemon games I've played, I think Pokemon Sapphire would have to be the one I've clocked in the most time playing, because I played that game so much. I mean so much. I pretty much ran through the Elite Four more times than anything. Because at that time I was able to do it with just one Pokemon, and it was actually the very first Pokemon game that I was able to catch a legendary Pokemon, because I couldn't ever before. And luckily it was Kyogre. So yeah, or how I don't know how anybody else says it. That's how I say it. Kyogre. Kyogre. I don't know. That's how I say it. But and pretty much just like my Typhlosion, Kyogre became one of my best pals. I know it's weird saying that, but hey, come on. Anybody who has played Pokemon probably grew attached to at least one of their Pokemon. It's like, oh, this guy is just awesome. But yeah. Anyways, that's why when Diamond when the next version came out, Diamond and Pearl, yes, Diamond and Pearl. I bought Diamond, and after I beat it, I was able. After you beat the game, you can transfer your old Pokemon to the game. I made sure that all the Pokemon I got from Sapphire was in Diamond. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get my Typhlosion from Gold over to any of the newer games came out. I wasn't able to move them over to any of them, unfortunately. But I still have the game somewhere. I forget where it is, but I still have the game. But then when Pokemon Black and White came out, I got White. I don't know. I got one of them. Then I moved them over, and then I got X and Y. I think I got X. I don't remember anymore. But that Sapphire, Pokemon Sapphire. Like I said, I played that game a lot. I think that's the game where you can ride the bike and you can actually hop on it, like do wheelies. Excuse me. You can just do a wheelie and then just hop. If that was it, I did that a lot, and I loved it. It was just fun. I just loved that game in general. And fun fact, it was actually that game and my Game Boy Advance SP, and it was actually the time I was trying to get through the Elite Four, because I think I caught Kyogre first, then tackled the Elite Four. No, I tackled the Elite Four first, then I went to Kyogre. It was actually during that time of facing the Elite Four that me and my family went to a minors game up in Marion, I think. Yes, I don't know. And it was during that time that I first met Jason David Frank, the guy that the person that has played Tommy from Power Rangers. He was the green, the green Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, the white Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, the red Zeo Ranger, the red Turbo Ranger, and the black Dino Thunder Ranger. And meeting him was awesome. Oh my god, I remember that day like it was yesterday. And I still have that SP too today. So it's just great. But when I heard about the remake for Pokemon Sapphire, the Sapphire and Ruby, I can't wait actually. Even though I have not beat the Pokemon X yet, I will. I want to get Alpha Sapphire because I played Sapphire before, and it's like maybe I should. I'm thinking, should I just get Omega Ruby since I already played normal Sapphire? But I'm like, no, because the same choice happened to me when Heart Gold and Soul Silver came out. I played Gold before. I bought Heart Gold. I played the Pokemon Gold game first, and when Soul Silver and Heart Gold came out, I was like, should I get Soul Silver because I already played Gold, the original Gold? And I'm like, nah, I'll get Heart Gold. So I got that, played it. So that's probably how it's going to go for when the new Pokemon games came out. The Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby comes out. I'll probably be like, should I get Omega Ruby? No, I'm just going to get Alpha Sapphire. Now, I read somewhere that they might reinvent the game with the 3D mechanics they did with Pokemon X and Y. I think that's because I read somewhere that they're going to do something new to it to make it more with a more great experience than ever before. And plus, it's on the 3DS, so we don't know what to expect. But there's not much known about it right now. And the covers, by the way, the covers look like Groudon and Kyogre might. It could be with the recent events of X and Y. It might be their Mega forms, or it could be a different kind of form. Because yes, on the cover they're different. They look different. So some are speculating it's their Mega forms, but I think it could be their Mega forms, or it could be like a different kind of form altogether. Like with Giratina. Because in Diamond and Pearl you had the normal working one, but when Platinum came out, you could have got the flying looking one too. I don't. That was bad, but it's like you could got the flying Giratina one. And then with X, Black and White 2, the Kyurem and the Reshiram for combo thing. Yeah. Maybe that's something where it's just they get an upgraded form, but it could be a Mega form, or it could be just like a Giratina or Reshiram kind of, or Zekrom kind of thing going on. It could be a Mega form, or it could be that, but we won't know until they release more information about it, or if they already have told them. I don't know, but overall, I'm actually kind of excited for the games. I can't wait. I'll definitely, most likely pick up Alpha Sapphire, and I can't wait to play that. And I think that's where it's either Torchic, Mudkip, or Trico. I think I actually picked Mudkip. Yeah, I did, because I had a Swamp. My starter was a Swampert, yeah. I like, it's like, my favorite of the Hoenn was Trico, but I think I chose Mudkip. Those are dogs. But yeah. So I can't wait until we find out more information about the new games, and when we officially get an official release date. But as of right now, it will probably come out in November of this year. So until then, I'll see you next time. Well, with this video, I don't know when. Oh well, I'll see you next time when I do one of these videos. See ya.